Gemini, has to do with keeping a positive attitude about something that you are waiting to reap, something you're waiting to get back. This can be money. This can be an answer to a question, a response of some sort. This could be coming from a bureaucratic institution. It could be coming from another person. This could be a legal settlement, a divorce settlement, custody hearing, anything legal, any legal proceedings. If you have that ongoing in July, you may be finding it difficult to remain positive about it because maybe it's just been a long haul. Maybe it's been something that's been going on for a while. But the runes are saying that you've got good karma coming back to you if you've been a good little gem, which most of you watching this probably are. Otherwise, you wouldn't be interested in advice or help or bettering yourself. The lower types of each sign normally do not really care how they can better themselves. But this may be something that has been dragging on for a bit. Or maybe there's something that you just feel like you will never have in your life, whether it's, a love partner, or whether it's a new job, a new home, whatever it is that you're longing for. It could be in July that you start to see signs that this is coming true or that a situation is coming to an end, and you almost don't believe it, Gemini. Believe it. Because they do say the more positive that you can be, the more you're going to draw that to you. So, it can be challenging at times to stay positive, and that, you may find that in July, Gemini, but it really is going to pay off in spades if you can do that. So keep that in mind. Yeah, you're going to see, you're going to start to see the efforts of your labor in some area. And it's almost like, oh, that's really good, but now I'm scared. Is that good because it's about to go bad? Or don't do that to yourself, Gemini. Don't expect the worst all the time. Stay positive as much as you can. I do feel like there may be something that comes out of the blue that could be a bit of a disruptive end in July, Gemini. But if this does happen, it looks like you're going to be able to get help with this. Someone's going to assist you with whatever this is. There's an ending to a situation. For some of you, this could be a relationship, the end of a relationship, again, a divorce, something you're dealing with in that sense. It could be a job that ends. It does look like that whatever this is happens rather suddenly, Gemini. But the thing is that it is moving you into a better place. It's to get you to your next stage. While it may make you feel vulnerable, you're going to have help, or you're going to have somebody who gives you either really good advice, legal, or just general, friendly advice of what they would do in your situation. Someone you trust, or someone that can help you maneuver through these waters. It does look like, July you're going to be dealing with tying up loose ends, and ending things, leaving things behind so that you can move on to new things. And for some of you, the internet may play a big role in the new beginning part. So it's almost like, let's say you leave a job, or maybe you find out you're going to be laid off from a job, but then you start an internet company and it just kind of booms. So, whatever this is, you could get it going rather quickly, whatever this new thing is. And it could be something that carries you for quite some time, because it could also be another job interview coming like right on the heels of this. So yes, if this has to do with a financial ending or a job ending in July, Gemini, just know that you're almost immediately going to have something else, and it's going to be something better. So just know it's going to be replaced with something not only better, but where you're supposed to be. It's going to lead you where you need to go. As far as help that's going to be available to you, again, you're going to have a support system. You're going to have other people you can rely on, or an organization you can rely on if you're seeking financial help from a bureaucratic institution, if you're trying to get a loan, if you're trying to refinance, any of that kind of stuff. You're going to be able to work that out. It may take some time, but it looks like you have a little bit of time, Gemini. Definitely definitely kind of take some time. If you take time in July to figure out what you really want to do next, what you really want to start next in whatever area of your life this ending takes place, really think about what you want to replace that with, whether it's a relationship, a job, you know, children, if you want to have children, a hobby, maybe that you used to enjoy that you no longer enjoy. Maybe you want to replace that and get into other things, explore other areas. Some of you may be considering a complete career change, and July would be a great month to do that, Gemini, because you have a lot of fertile thoughts going on in July. You're able to really kind of take those thoughts and start manifesting those right away. And again, in this digital age, it's you know, you decide one day to start a business, and the next day you can have it up online and be taking orders or making money. So I mean, there really is kind of this really quick sense to this, Gemini. But it's also something more satisfying, something that really just, you know, satisfies what you want to do. What can't be changed about July is that there may be conflicts in relationships, in family relationships. This may be something that's been going on for a while, but I think there's going to be some kind of corner turn with this situation in July, Gemini. I'm seeing a joyous end to this, or everybody being able to come together in a happy way. So, or reach a new stage that's positive. So if there have been difficulties, and if there continue to be difficulties at the beginning of July in family relationships, with in-laws, because it does seem to that there are couples involved in this, or one couple involved, and it's kind of just, I'm seeing waves. Kind of, here's this couple in the middle, and they're generating waves that are affecting everyone in the family in some way, in a negative way. If that's been going on, there's going to be a change to that. There's going to be a positive result to that. I don't think someone's instantly going to change how they've been acting, or they're not immediately going to just turn things around 100%. But there will be a new development that's more positive than things have been in that situation. So that's actually a good thing. Yeah, new beginnings in financial stuff, Gemini. Those of you who are just thinking of leaving a job, this disruption could be you. Just one day you've had enough, you stand up and you walk out. I mean, that, you know, this doesn't have to be out of your control. Normally when this rune comes up, it's kind of a situation where, you know, we're told. We're not controlling the situation, unfortunately. But no, some of you may just, you know, what's that line from, I think it was the movie Network, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. You may say that in July, Gemini, and you may walk out and get a much better situation. You either start your own thing, start your own company, your own business, or you immediately, like I said, have an interview. Maybe you get an interview and that's why you leave this job. And I don't feel like most of you will give like a full notice. So, I mean, that would be disruptive in the sense that, you know, I'm just out of here. Good luck. Good luck finding somebody that'll put up with all your crap the way I have. So yeah, I see a shift or change in financial things. And it's like you're in the right place at the right time. There's really a lot of luck surrounding you with new beginnings financially in July, Gemini. So if you've been thinking about doing something, if you've been thinking about this kind of scenario, July is the month to do it, because you got the Midas touch in July when it comes to money and jobs and finding a new situation. Some of you may also take a trip in July that's going to be, it may be expensive, but it's going to be very, a nice break for you. You may work a little bit, you workaholic Geminis on this trip. Some of you may be taking a trip for work. And it actually may earn you more money in some way. So maybe if this is the first time you've traveled for work, it could be that, you know, this will lead you to a promotion within the company you're in, and they'll do that more often, but a pay raise comes with that and expenses paid and things like that. So yeah, there's something, definitely luck surrounding your working life in July, Gemini. As far as this domestic situation, this family situation, Again, we saw a good change to that, but it does seem like maybe somebody's going to try to mess that up. Yeah, there may be somebody trying to mess up this newfound coming together, this newfound reunion, reconciliation, whatever this is, or just this new way forward that maybe people have found to resolve a conflict. And then somebody who probably was the source of the conflict in the first place doesn't want that, so they try to stir up more problems and more trouble. And this may be, I think, Gemini, what you're going to try to do is stay out of this. It's like you'll take part in the positive reunion, the reconciliation part, the good part, but you're not going to have anything to do with somebody trying to control you or somebody trying to mess this up. And that's what the runes are saying. The best thing you can do is just kind of separate yourself when any conflict starts again. You want to keep the ground that you've gained, but it maybe somebody else is not seeing things that way. Could be females in the family are not seeing things that way. If you're a guy, Gem, and you're just kind of caught in the middle of all this drama, and you probably see why people were upset, but now everything's kind of calmed down and gotten to a good place. But then here's somebody trying to mess it up again, and it may be very difficult for you not to just jump in and say, no, we're not doing this again. This is not starting up again. But what the runes are saying is that you just should remain stable. You are kind of the voice of reason in all this chaos, or you can be, Gemini, in July if you want to be. But yeah, the advice is to stay out of it. Don't get in the middle of it. Do your best to influence others to follow your lead as well. And just let whoever this is, who again, some of this could revolve around an addiction issue, somebody who has a mental imbalance, who has issues. When this card comes up, it's somebody who, has something they're not treating, or maybe it's a situation they haven't been diagnosed with yet. They're not properly taking care of this. It's somebody not seeing things from a logical perspective because they're not in their right frame of mind. They're not in a normal frame of mind in some way. So yeah, it's either being clouded by an addiction or clouded by a mental slog or a mental imbalance that needs to be corrected. This could also be a very possessive person or controlling person. And that could be where all this stemmed from, is that, and this came up in Aquarius' reading. So if you have Aquarians in your family, it wouldn't surprise me that you guys are dealing with the same theme this month. Somebody controlling one person in the family and then trying to extend their tentacles to the whole family and trying to tell everybody what they're going to do. And, some people are like, I don't think so. I don't answer to you. You're not going to tell me what to do. And Gemini, I think that's your stance, but you don't even feel like you need to express that. And it's just like, yeah, try and tell me what to do. See what happens. You're just going to step out of it. And yeah, try to get as many people as you can to follow your lead in that, because that's going to be the most positive thing that can happen in this situation if you can kind of do that. It's like the real problem, or the person that is the real problem, and maybe the reason that this person is the real problem is that they have this illness, or they have this addiction, or there's something affecting them in a negative way. So that's what I see for July, Gemini. A lot going on with family, but again, jump on those financial opportunities in July. You're really gonna be set free and take off and fly in some way in July. So that there's something been percolating in your brain, an idea for a business or a new start. Definitely act on that in July.